Good day, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Hiscript Academy. This is where we stopped in our last tutorial, and we stopped at where we find if there is any known value in our column, and we find it and we notice that we have 458 known values in our string column here exactly. Now, so how do we fix that? So today we'll be learning how to fix known value in our data set. First of all, let's proceed. The first thing you are going to do is to comment a comment that you want to fill the missing value. Comment filling missing values. That's your comment. Now how do we fix it? Now watch. The first thing you will do is that you import a library from sklen dot input import simple imputer. So this library we are going to use to solve the missing value. Once you have imported the simple imputer, the next thing you do is to create a variable. You can name it anything, but me, I will name it imp fra. See, so now the next thing we'll do, you initiate the library you want to be imported. It's a simple imputer initiate. And give you a strategy equals to most frequent. Now you save, you go down, create another variable called data frame string equals to impute imp. The one we created here, so you bring it down here. Dot fit transform. This is a function in Python. So what we want to transform? We want to transform our friend column. Here frame transform our string column. Make sure this is capital letter and this one is a capital letter. Don't make that mistake. And you save. After that, you now will check again if there's any null value. Dot is none. Dot sum. Now you save this and you run your line of code. Let's check what you have. Let's wait while it loads. Okay. Have to be patient. You have an error. Why? I'm going to fix that now. Why do you have an error? Okay, let's see. Let's see where we have an error. Okay, let's try and clear this first. Let's see. Let's remove. Have an error here. Now, where is the error coming from? You have to check that. Oh, this is the problem. Here should be most frequent. Yes, most frequent. Now, save. Now, let's save. Let's run again. But can see the mistake. The single mistake is that instead of this underline score, I used hyphen. So that's a mistake that causes the error now. So if you are coding, you also make sure you are very careful. You are extra careful. If you make any mistake, your code will not run properly. That is a fact. Now we have fixed our number now. So our string doesn't contain any number again compared to here that I have 48 values. Now let's proceed. The next thing we are going to do now, the next thing is to save this thing. Let's save this our new our new data file. Let's save it to a new file name. We just save it, the comment, save the new data set. Save the new data set. So you run your docs. Now your code. How do we save it? Just a single line of code. dframe dot to csv. So now give it any name you like. Now just give it dframe clean dot csv. And give the index to be false. Index will always be false, please. Don't forget. Now you save. Once you run this thing, good. So your file has been saved. The frame has been saved to your folder. If you check your folder now, try to find. Let's try and find. Okay, this is it. Frame clean has been saved. Good. Now, our next line of code is what is to calculate the basic statistics. What want to calculate the basic statistics? Calculate the basic statistics. Statistics. That's our next line of action. Now, open your code. The first thing is that you create a function. Call it analyze. You can call it anything, but I'm going to call it analyze data. That's the name of the function we are creating. So in this function will carry two variables. First is to carry our df frame, and it will carry a variable called property. Now let's write our function. First thing we do is to create a new variable called expression, because we're trying to find the expression level of what of each gene. create the frame property. And the next thing, we find the main, create a variable name main expression equals to np dot mean of what? Mean of the expression. Mean of the expression. Create another variable called median. Just what is simple equals to np dot median expression. Now you create a new variable to find the standard deviation. Name it std expression equals to np dot std expression. After that, let's try and find the minimum expression. So create another variable called minimum expression equals to np dot minimum expression. Let's find the maximum expression. Create a variable max expression equals to np dot max expression. So now you save. You notice you have find the mean, the median, the std, the minimum expression, and the maximum expression. Now the next thing to do is to print out. Let's check the value of our mean, our median, our std, and our minimum expression and maximum expression. Now let's try and print it out. Print. What do we want to print? We use string. We want to print the analysis. We want to print analysis for property of a key. Now, we want to print what? We want to print the mean expression we now put a placeholder. This sign means placeholder. Curly bracket means placeholder. So you now write the word. You write all these things here. You write it here. Simple as that. Because this one will display the main expression. And let's print out the word. Let's print out the median also. Same thing. Median expression. Placeholder of median expression. Let's print out the std. Standard deviation. Standard deviation will be the placeholder of our std. std expression. Then remain two variable. Okay, our minimum list we print out also. String minimum expression. The placeholder of min. Then print the last variable, which is maximum expression. The placeholder of maximum expression. Good. After that, after you save, you run this code. Okay, good. Now, you can see after I run this code, nothing display. It's because I have not what I have not called out this function. You have to call it out. You have to call it out first before you can display all this print out. And let's say and call it out. You comment that okay. Now you want to analyze each data. When you want to analyze the mean, the median, the STD, the minimum, and the maximum. How to analyze it? Now watch. First thing you will do, just a single line of code. You call out a function which is analyze data, then fill the variables. The first variable is what? df frame. You can see it here, this one. You can see the df frame. Now command then the next variable is what? Its property, which is what? The expression level. This is what the expression level. Expression level property. Now you save this, run this code. You can see these are what? These are our results. These are mean, median, standard deviation, minimum expression, and maximum expression. And this call for the end of our tutorial. In our next class,